list on our own end. With that being said, splash on, Carp Nation. Have a good night.
Hey everybody, welcome to my channel. We're gonna
That's a really dumb thing indeed,
we're gonna personally rate. There we go. We're gonna personally rate.
Wait, let me change the camera. Fuck.
Rate our personal.
There it is.
Rate champions games specifically from the games. We're not gonna do shows because that's too much. Too much work, and I ain't got the time for that. I technically have the time for that, but I don't feel like it.
When don't we never have time for it, yo? There we go.
Here's the Dmaxis. Hey, hello, Raiders. How do you? We have fun here, regardless. I would separate it, but I don't feel like going through that process, so I'm
Don't worry about it. I'm just eyeing it through your stream. You're fine. You're Gucci.
What's going on, the Roji Army? I don't know what you call your fans.
We do not have a name. I do not have a. Oh shit! See now y'all got me thinking about things. I don't do.
Just put on Lofa Pokemon music.
I don't have no.
That's what I do.
Look, I would have to literally open up another window, and I don't want to do that.
Low.
Do you have Spotify? I can open up my Spotify for you and screen share it. You should be able to hear the music that way, I think.
Yes, but they want to hear it. Just needs something to play off of. No, I don't feel like. Fuck it, we're playing Mustard's theme for the time.
Bet.
Fine. That's perfectly fine. You already know. We happy to have whatever we have.
This pitch right here. It is. I can see. You guys can't see me fiddling with my music player window. Alright. So, here we are at the Projects of Chaos Personal Champion Pokemon Champion tier list. Okay, so I know we already said this earlier. So I'm gonna just,
Alright, so we're gonna
hold on, wait. We gotta get the one thing out the way first. That there, just get them out the way right now. Don't even gotta think don't think about it. They're already there.
Alright, cool. I'm fine with that. Alright, so let's start off with our good old homeboy, classic man himself, the flying dragon type master of them all, Lance. So the pros to Lance. Not only is he was an Elite Four member, he was also a champion. And on top of that, he was also a really tough fight, quote unquote, cheating with fucking illegal level Dragonites.
Ain't nobody cheats. No one in Pokemon cheats harder than Geethis. I don't care how bad Lance is. Nobody cheats harder than Geethis. But let it be known.
Soon enough.
No, I say Geethis. We're not getting to him. That is a team member. That's a team leader.
So
fair enough.
My personal opinion, without nostalgia, Lance is still a really tough Elite Four member. I would probably put him in a nice, I wouldn't say he's bad, but he's not great either, because there's a lot of counters to his Pokemon typing, like Ice type, for instance. As long as you went and got an Ice type like Dewgong, or you had Lapras, which was gifted to you, or if you had Articuno, you were going to blast through Lance.
Not necessarily. A pure Ice type, maybe.
For all his Dragonites, yeah, definitely. I mean, you
remember
also
his
had...
Dragonite comes equipped with Thunder. Or Thunderbolt. One of the two.
It was Thunder.
Yeah.
And I don't know what the fuck was it with his fucking Thunders, but those bitches were hitting compared to us with our 80 accuracy.
The first games, remember, your accuracy was determined by your...
Right.
Yeah.
Yes, it was.
Right. I forgot about that. Pokemon's logic back in the day was busted. I'm sorry.
It really was. So far from the description Matt gives, he's saying B tier, and I would agree.
I would comfortably put him B tier.
I agree.
Because he's not the hardest, but he's not the easiest.
He's very memorable.
Without a doubt.
Very memorable.
He was considered the hardest if you didn't have the right bonds.
You say that about a lot of
from my personal experience, because fun fact, Johto Gold and Silver was my introduction into playing Pokemon, even though Kanto was in anime, was my debut. But when it came to Johto, Lance gave me trouble because I was not prepared. I was not knowing nothing of it until now. As I got older, I realized, oh, I could have actually got a lot of these mons sooner, and they could have fucked them up. And that was my regret of being a novice back in the day, and I'm actually admitting myself proudly, calling myself a novice for that, because I didn't really know much when it came to typing. So as I progress, I start to realize Lance isn't all of that. I will honestly tell, in my perspective, I can say he does deserve the B tier as well.
That's three yeses for B's. Anyone in chat room have an opinion here before I solidify this? I don't have my chat room put up. Hold on. Be like a minute. Mario fan also agrees with it here.
It looks like he's going into the B tier.
Like we agree for him. All of our opinions.
Alright. So with that being said, now that Lance is out of the way, we gotta go to OG himself, the very first champion you ever fight.
Actually, before we do that, let's mix this up a little bit. Let's go further into the future. Let's go to our one of our current champion. One of them.
Which one?
Are you talking about our recent bitch?
Our recent bitch. Our recent.
Because there's it's this hoe. It's this hoe. Yeah, Gita. What the fuck that bitch name?
Yeah.
Damn. I don't like this bitch. I'm sorry.
Oh, Gita?
Gita.
Her mon layout is so stupid.
So with my thought process in my competitive days, especially when it comes to her, I rank her as low as Diantha. I absolutely fucking hated her.
Yeah.
Her Pokemon were not good. Her
Pokemon were good. She just used them wrong.
No, hold on. Her Pokemon's were good. Really good. It was the order of what her mons were is what I dislike. Why are you putting that fucking mon as your ace in your party? That should be in the first of your party, so your fucking ability triggers for Toxic Spike. That don't make sense. I'm sorry. She has to go in the D tier or trash tier. No,
just trash tier. Me personally, I did not like her. She did not benefit from the story. She appeared at random moments that just did not make sense to why the fuck you were even there to begin with. She didn't give much character development. You only saw her briefly, and it's like, bro, no, you're garbage.
I'm gonna give Ramona a higher list before I give that bitch a higher list.
I liked her. So we'll move on to her as well. I liked her. She was a great rival. She gave me the feeling of like I was playing red and blue again, but in a much more, not like anger-wise, but more like she made the game a lot more inspiring and fun. She was like that.
Wait, don't get. Wait a sec. Hold on. Wait. Don't get sidetracked. Wait a minute. I feel like you're talking about Nimona right now. Are we still talking about Gita here? Like, wait. I got lost.
I'm talking about that bitch. She goes in trash tier right behind Diantha.
Okay, hold on. Wait. Now, I'm gonna be the outlier here. I don't think she's that bad.
She's that bad. You're not changing my mind on this part,
I don't think she's that bad. I'm not gonna say she is absolute trash. I like her design. I want that out there. I actually like her design a lot. I will say that I was disappointed her character didn't do as much. I don't think, but the problem is she wasn't supposed to be that much, and the real champion is supposed to be Demona here. That's the big problem you run into. Whereas this character is supposed to kind of support another character. That was kind of the purpose. But I will not defend some of the things. I don't think she's as bad as Iris or Diana. But I would not put her anywhere higher than C tier, personally. That's me.
I'm sorry, but you're outvoted 2-1 in this department. I mean, if you want to put her in C tier, that's up to you.
Mario fan also gives Gita is okay. Her mon setup is ass, and her story is boring. She doesn't really have a story. All the champions don't really have stories. Diana has a story, but she's also fucking useless and doesn't actually contribute anything. Same for Cynthia. Cynthia doesn't actually have a story in the games. You find out bits and pieces later on, and and the problem why Cynthia is so loved is because she, one, has an amazing design. She has a history of being a very difficult trainer in general to battle against, and because they knew that, they capitalized on it. That's why they gave Cynthia so much character. You couldn't say that the same thing for all these other characters. Pretty much past Gen 8, these champions started to get story.
I mean, in all honesty, if that's the case, then Leon goes up an entire tier because he helped you take down an entire fucking base with.
Leon's a fleshed out character. We're not going there yet. We go. Let's not go there yet.
I mean, Lance technically did the same.
Yeah. Let's not.
He helped us. He helped us about the Red Dragados phenomenon, and he helped us with the Mahogany Town's bullshit.
Let's slow down though, because I derailed a little bit. I derailed, obviously. We are derailing. But
back to Gita real quick. So we can try to prank her real quick.
I don't have a problem putting her in trash tier, but I just want to say I don't think she belongs in absolute trash tier because I don't hate her as much as I hate Diana and Iris. I think Diana and Iris are actually just terrible characters in general. But
alright,
I'm not going to fight for that.
I mean, in all honesty,
so
if that's the case, me personally, I don't. I hate her almost as much as I hate Diana. That's just my opinion. But you do bring up a good, valid point. They didn't really capitalize on her as much as they did like other champions. So with that being said, that does sway my decision a little bit. I won't put her in absolute garbage tier. I'll put her in C tier.
C. Let's put her in bottom C.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. No. Like I won't give her as much credit as she could get.
I will give her props for her monster. It's just the setup was just ass.
Yeah, like her mons. Like I said, her mons aren't bad. It's just the way she used them are bad.
Yeah. So yeah, we'll keep her in bottom C for right now. But let's move on to the next one.
You guys want to go to one, or did you want to go to blue?
We'll go to blue after we get out the two girls out of the way.
Okay.
So let's get
might as well get them out of the way since they're the newest and the freshest.
Let me go first this time. Alright. So I'm gonna get this this mean shit out the way first. I fucking hate that everybody was calling Nemona Goku. I hate that. I hate it so much. I got so sick of swinging up on Twitter during the month of November, and all I saw was Nemona squaring off with Goku. I was so sick of bullshit. I swear to God. I mean, you were right, but fuck off.
That's funny.
Like, god damn it, I don't care that this character had Goku vibes. We get it. She likes to battle. It doesn't have to be repeated over Twitter for a whole month. I'm so glad that shit. I'm so glad. Personal opinion.
With the memes out, right?
Okay. I feel Nemona was too forced. I don't think she's bad, but I will admit, I like how they give the impression that Nemona's holding back 90% of the time whenever she's introduced. But it felt forced. Like, I felt like they were shoving her down your throat. But that did not stop me from enjoying her character whenever she did show up. And I did like the satisfaction. She was nice about how she was basically like a huge deal because she was a champion. When you do find her, she is the current champion of the game.
And she gives you that mentor feel throughout the entire game. I said, she's like Blue, but in the opposite way. Where Blue was all cocky and wanting to prove a point, saying he is better than you no matter what, she is, I know I'm better than you, so I'm going to mentor you so you know how to battle, and then we're going to have a real fight at the end.
Oh no, it wasn't even that. She just wanted to battle. It didn't even matter who she battled.
That too.
It's not even her trying to train you to be a better battler. She would have battled you no matter where you were at any time. The reason she didn't was not because she didn't want to like just
She just enjoyed battling. She just enjoyed battling.
She like that joke. So go back to the meat thing. That joke about her face basically being Goku. That's her character. She just really likes to battle. That's her whole motif.
For me personally, I would put her in A tier because they delivered her actually really well, and I enjoyed the playthrough of Scarlet and Violet because of her. I'm not gonna lie.
Mario Fan says Nimona is good and favorite rival aside from you. Still good, but my personal, she can be a solid B. I think I agree. I would put her in low A if I had to be real.
That's where I
agree. I agree to this. Out of all of the people, I would say, because I have to classify her as both a champion and a rival. As all the rivals slapped, she's the best one. Aside from Q. Q will always be number one. But anyway, aside from the rival shenanigans.
My personal opinion.
She was...
We ain't no rivals.
But she started off strong, started off good. Yeah, I hated the fact that they did water her down a little bit much because they didn't want us to be getting beat up by a champion, because we didn't find out Lamona was a champion until probably halfway through that story.
I mean, you still find out relatively quickly.
Depending on what gym you fought.
Fair.
Depending on what gym you fought.
Yeah, you find out pretty quickly she's the current champion.
So I did like it had a nice little feel to it. You know, it was nice to constantly battle her because compared to others, I was like, oh, I'm trying to battle you. I actually enjoy battling Lamona.
So did I.
She made it. She did actually have a solid team on top of it. And even though I would classify her as, yes, she was a champion, the team that we were battling her with wasn't the team she technically became champion as, aside from potentially whatever second mon she technically started off with was we were battling. But other than that, she was just a very enjoyed character. Aside from memes, she was just loved.
Yeah.
Her team was strong. Her team was solid. I actually enjoyed it. So yeah, I can actually put her in A. She's like a low A to me.
Now she'll be. Might change later on as we get more of the list, depending on how we feel about everybody. But like I said, like I would put Nimona like basically bottom of A, if at most like
high, like B. Bottom A, high B.
Yeah. All right, let's roll back down to. Want to do blue? Or do you want to do this?
Now that we got the new gens done, we're gonna go back to old school. We're going to the very first champion that we ever faced. Our homeboy Blue himself.
I hate this kid. I'm up here. I hate this kid. I don't hate this kid to say he's like a bad, but I hate this kid. Everybody hates this kid.
Everyone hates him because of the cockiness. But all in all, Blue was probably one of the best rivals / champions you'll ever fight, because you grew as you played through the story. You just grew to despise Blue because he's talking so much smack. And when you finally beat him at the champion spot, you're like, I'm about to whip your ass. You get that satisfaction of whipping his ass. It's like he was the definition of the pinnacle of pure rival to that point. And that's why I love Blue. Then again, I played through Red and Blue. That was my very first Pokemon game. I am one of the what I consider as OG players. I've been playing since the
played through
game.
him as well. I played through that in yellow. Same difference.
Yeah, hey. But like I said, it's just you can't argue the fact that even though we all hate Blue because of his personality, we can't argue the fact that he's by far one of the best champions that you can ever fight because you get that satisfaction. Like, yes, I proved my point.
No. You don't hate Blue because of the personality. That's why you love him.
Just his attitude.
Because he's a shitter. You love him because he's a piece of shit.
Yeah.
That's why you love
It's
him.
his attitude. That's why. That's called an attitude.
Yeah. You love his attitude because you want to be the guy to take him out. Now,
Exactly.
the question now becomes: does that make him rate high or low? We're back on Mustard Sync. I don't have a lot of Pokemon music, so I apologize in advance.
So another thing I can also add on with Blue gives me that. I know we're not bringing anime characters, but Blue gives me that vibe of how Paul was in the anime.
I mean,
He just gives me that attitude vibe. Is just brings me. In a certain sense, that's where I get him from.
Paul is way worse because Paul hates everyone and everything. Blue actually does like Pokemon. Paul doesn't like Pokemon. He just wants to. Pokemon just is the venue for challenge.
I would personally put. If I had to compare him to anything, I would not compare him to Paul because Paul was an absolute dick. I would compare Blue more to the guy from cocky, arrogant, the whole 9 yards. The kid with the
are you talking about Sharon or whatever fuck his name was? Or are we talking about Hugh?
Not Hugh. I can't remember the character's name from the Unova region. I cannot remember for the life of me. But that's the vibes I get from Gary. Cocky. He's always arrogant. He always thinks he's better than you. And then when you finally meet him at the end, you put him in his place, and you put him in his place.
I don't know what guy
Trip. Yeah. Okay, I can get that. Okay, I can agree with that character.
Is this the show again?
In anime is a thing.
Oh, fuck that.
Like I said,
I agree.
But in all honesty, if I have to put Blue anywhere, I would put him at high A, just because of the satisfaction knowing that he did his role perfectly.
Yeah, but that's all he did. He does fulfill his purpose, but that doesn't automatically make him like an S tier character. No,
I didn't say S tier.
No. Hold on. I know what you said. This is me explaining something. Like Blue, the thing with Blue is that he's first champion that you fight. You gotta recognize that. That is where is he actually a really good champion? He's an amazing rival. Is he a good champion? At that point, this is the question you gotta ask. Are you fighting Blue as the champion, or are you fighting Blue as your rival? You care that he's champion. That's the problem.
If you're fighting him
as champion wise, when it comes to Blue, I feel like I'm just considering him as the same way as we fight him as a rival.
Exactly.
Unfortunately.
Exactly. He's an amazing character, and he's a pretty strong trainer in general. Yeah. But when you battle him, you're not battling him like he's the champion. At that point, you don't care about the title. You're challenging this kid at the highest of his hype, his fame, and you want to take him down because he has done nothing in this journey but just be a complete shitter too. So it's not a matter of how. If you have to ask the question: when you fought him, did you fight him as a champion, or did you fight him as your rival? Because at that point, you didn't care.
Now that you bring it that way,
you see?
Yeah.
Now this.
I'll put him in. If that's the case, I'll put him in B tier.
No.
Because he wasn't easy.
Wait.
I
would still say he deserves the A tier placement. But I would say he wouldn't. A. Yeah, no, not low. Mid A, right? Mid A. Because he's
so in front of Lamona.
Because you have to acknowledge he did become champion. He beat the league right before you did. But the reason why he's not like a phenomenal champion is because you don't come up there to fight him as a champion. You come up there to fight him as your rival. Because he's just a complete shitter. Like, you don't care that he's champion at that point.
I agree. But like I said, all in all, he still had a very powerful team. For instance, he's got a God's sakes, he's got one of the most broken Pokemon in his generation. There's only one Pokemon that's more broken than Alakazam, and that's fucking Mewtwo. Alakazam is such a threat on his team, and if you were not prepared, that Alakazam is going to fuck your day. I can't tell you how many times Alakazam has knocked me clean.
So it's all agreed on between the three of us, at least, that it's mid A tier at least.
So we already did Blue, we did Lance. So
Okay,
next
we gotta
is
get this kid out of the way. This is Pokemon Let's Go. This is the Pokemon Let's Go. I didn't even remember this was a champion.
I
forgot he exists.
I don't even want to talk about this kid. It's not even worth it.
All right, so let me be real with you about this kid real quick.
I completely forgot who this kid is.
Okay, so let me tell you real quick about this kid. This kid is just. He's literally the same as Blue. He's literally was just your fucking rival throughout the entire thing. You became champion, and then here he come wanting to fight you to fight for your spot as champion. That's all it
you
was.
essentially in Pokemon Go, you replaces Blue's role for Hugh. Or whoever that kid, not Hugh, whoever this kid's name is, I can't remember. All I know is that the only thing I liked about the kid, he owned a Mega Pidgeot. That's the only thing I remember. That's the only thing that made me happy fighting that kid. Other than that, I'm sorry.
Trash!
It is trashed or very low C. That's it.
Okay,
there's
the
nothing
question now becomes, is he better than Gita?
No!
Oh, okay. Okay, so yeah, like, low C, trash. I'm sorry, I gotta put him in low C. I gotta put him in low C.
Put him behind Gita. That's all I gotta say. Move on.
I hate Iris and Diaz that much.
Like I said, the only thing I cared about the kid is I will say this is biased because he used the Mega Pidgeot. I fucking love Mega Pidgeot.
Okay,
that's my only
before we move on real quick, let me see this dude.
You gotta look it up. Dude. I remember.
Okay.
I didn't even remember his name.
So his team, at the end, if you chose Let's Go Pikachu, well, never. He had an Eevee.
Yeah.
He had an Eevee, and he evolved into Jolteon. His final team in the league was Pidgeot, Mega Pidgeot, Bioplume, Marowak,
Mega Pidgeot all day, bro.
Slowbro, and Jolteon. That was his team.
He didn't have a terrible team, but it's not great.
No, like I said,
his team is well balanced. That's all it is. It's just a well balanced team.
All right.
I also want to point this out that there was no abilities in that game either.
Yeah.
So without that, all that being said, like I said, very low C. That's because my only biased reason is because he owns a Mega Pidgeot.
All right, boy. We gotta go. We're gonna skip Mustard and this guy here. I forgot.
We're gonna leave Mustard and Red for last.
No, we're not gonna leave them for last because we have to leave Leon for last as well. We're not gonna do that. Well, we could do that. I don't know.
We gotta technically do all three of these dudes because all three of these dudes are from Galar.
Yeah, they are. But we're gonna skip Galar real quick. We gotta go to Aloha. We gotta talk about my man here.
Let's get Kukui out the way real quick.
Okay.
Let's get Kukui out the way real quick.
Let's let Cell go first because I went first last time.
Okay. As much as I respect this man, and I respect this man very, very much, and he was pretty much the first person, the guy who I say he organized this game. I mean, organized the league for Alola. Far as his team was solid. I don't have like negative effects for his team in like the biggest sense. I'm about to go back just to look to see exactly what all he had. So I want to make sure I'm not dying. Depends on
the starter that you chose.
Yeah, because he chose the starter that was super effective against you. Because Hop chose the one that I think had the disadvantage
to you for some fucking reason.
He had his team consisted of Braviary, Incineroar, Lucario, Venusaur, and Empoleon, and then whatever goofy. So technically, I can't say Incineroar because he had whatever starter you had.
Starter he did
opposite to you.
Did not.
So for example, I started with Rowlet, so he had fucking
Marina,
the water one, Serena. So
I chose Primarina because out of the three, that one was my favorite.
So he had Rowlet for you. He had Incineroar for you. So, out of all of the mons that he legit had, he had a very solid, and I say this literally, he had a really solid team. Whether if it was the game or anime, this team was good. He was, as much as I can't like say he has like a lot of like full ass, champion experience compared to like all the other champions. Out of him, he still did it well as that being his first time, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
If you really want me to give him like my honest ranking with Kukui, team, like he had a nice story. We actually really got like, we met him multiple times throughout the game. He pretty much was there. He pretty much gave you advice as you progressed. He pretty much did what Demona technically did and Alder technically did in their games, and that's what made me respect Kukui a lot more. I will give this man a high A to low S. That's just me. Out of all of those perspectives, he had a really good team on the road, and that's I kind of respect him a little bit because of that. So yeah, that's just me.
What about you, Matt? What's your opinion?
Whoa, holy crap! Yeah, there we go. I had to shut off my light because my wife is sleeping. I want to and her phone's going off. Hold on, let me go turn that off real quick, and I will give you guys my opinion.
While he takes let's all remember that my man Kuki here, he takes Pokemon moves straight to the chest. I'm just saying. you can't deny. So I have a high opinion of Kuki. I would definitely also say high A, low F. Maybe not low S, definitely really high A.
Yeah, that's why I'm going to really stick it high S. He deserved that. High A, I'm sorry. He deserves it. Literally deserves it, hands down.
So my opinion on Kukui. Much like Cell said, one of the reasons why I respect Kukui is because of the fact that he took the mentor role, and he did play it very well. I won't say he did it. I will say he did it almost as well as Alden. And one of the reasons why I really liked Kukui as a character as a whole, not only was he your professor, but he was absolutely funny.
Man,
the first thing you meet the man, he's over here.
This man was also the fucking Mass Royal. Let's also remember that.
Oh yeah,
that
he had
true.
a secret identity. I forgot about that.
What made me like him a lot though is when you first get introduced to Kukui, when you go to his beachside laboratory. He's over here taking hits from a rock. Like, yeah, hit me harder! I was like, oh my god, that's funny as hell.
Yeah, no,
I
love the idea.
I would say he's a very high.
You know, I personally love the idea that Kukui is the professor that's studying Pokemon moves, and his idea of studying them is to take them head on. It's like, Rhyhorn, use takedown! Do it! Do it now!
Rhyhorn! Rhydon! Use Horn Drill! Hit me with everything you got! You as your trainer? No. Oh god.
I'm sorry, you can't fuck with a man who's willing to take any kind of Pokemon attack straight in.
What, baby?
But I definitely think he's higher than that's kind of a personal bias, honestly.
I forgot. He also had a Lycanroc. That was the manga I forgot he had.
I mean, that's obvious. He had a rock in his lab. Alright, we got alright, we gotta do the Gen 3 boys, yeah? Gotta do the Gen 3. Alright, let's get Wallace out the way. Okay, I don't think anybody would disagree with me if I say this, but Wallace is kind of they just threw him in there. He doesn't do the job bad, but he's not the most memorable.
I would have to put him high C because he was just throwing in.
He's high C. A low B.
I can't put him in B because he doesn't do much at all.
He's not giving.
He was just the
fucked up thing. The fucked up thing about this.
For the anime.
You know
you
know what the fucked up thing about this is that y'all think I remember. This is the Wallace that they used for Omega Ruby on Fire. That means he was champion in Omega. I don't remember offhand, but I'm pretty sure he was champion in those games too. And that's where he is a little bit more personality.
Alres, no.
It was
Wait. No, he was a chief. Yes. I'm looking at it now. Omega Ruby after Siren Fire. He was the fucking Sutapo's gym leader.
They did the remix of Ruby and Sapphire, not Emerald.
I know what
so
they,
at that time,
I know what
it
remakes
was,
they did. I'm aware.
So like I said, I would put him at high C. Because like I said, he didn't really do much. You don't get much character development other than we know for a fact he took over after Steven stepped down. He didn't beat Steven. Steven stepped down as champion. So they moved Wallace in that position. So as far as I'm concerned, because he technically didn't beat Steven for the position like other trainers have.
What do you mean?
I would
roll that back. Hold on. Lance didn't beat anybody for his position. Blue left. Blue pieced out. Actually, better yet, Blue lost his position to Red. Red pieced out. Red just left. Lance didn't beat Red. He just left.
And they needed a new champion, and Lance pretty much just said, "Fuck it, he gonna take."
They just moved Lance up.
But at that time, Lance was already a champion himself.
Oh, he was?
Yeah, he was. He beat Professor Oak. It's actual canon.
Oak wasn't a champion. It's a really strong trainer at the time.
It still don't matter. That still puts him as a champion.
Like, how would that not matter if Oak wasn't a champion as well?
Oak was a champion.
Where are you getting?
So okay. Yeah, Oak apparently was the fucking champion, but he rather became a professor, a Pokemon professor, than a fucking champion, so he pretty much said no. So this is what happened. And then I am reading this also happened in not only the manga, but this is also in the lore. Lance became champion due to pretty much Red said, yeah, like Dmaxis said, he dipped out.
Yeah, I said that.
Red pretty much told him, "Hey, look, I want to continue training, and I want to continue training and continue my adventures as a Pokemon trainer. I want you to take my place and become champion." And Lance pretty much obliged to say, "It'll be my honor to become champion for Johto." That's how Lance became champion. Yeah. Pretty much, Red pretty much said, "Hey, take it," which is fair.
So even if he was
Lance still did more.
Yeah, and he still did more as a character as well. I respect Lance as a whole. So
I mean, Lance did as much as Wallace would have done. Wallace is the reason you know to go after the Sky Pillar to stop the current rampaging fucking Groudon and Kyogre. Unless you forgot about that.
I mean, that's all it was.
Lance doesn't do that much either. He shows up to tell you about a red Gyarados and fucks off.
No,
he helped the Mahogany, with Rockets and Mahogany down.
Yeah. Yes, he literally attacks the Stormflare and then goes, "Here's the base."
He literally deuced this man in a fucking gut and then storm into their fucking hideout.
That might be Heart Gold Soul Silver. I didn't play those.
No, that was Silver, Gold, and Crystal.
It was both. This is a person who actually fell in love with the series.
I think at some point we need to do a playthrough of Heart Gold Soul Silver, but that's besides the point. But like I said, my personal feelings, I don't see him being in B tier. I see him in a high C tier because he's still a pretty good champion overall with Pokemon, but there's still more to be desired by Wallace because we don't get much when he's champion because the main part of Wallace was from the anime itself. That's where you see a lot more of him from the champion aspect. But other than that, in video game aspect, I would have to put him at high C. That's just my personal opinion. It's
All
up to you guys. You guys can outvote me.
No, there's no outvoting. We have to be able to. We have to consider his opinions.
Okay.
I don't have a problem putting him in that, and I'm jump frame.
Yeah.
So here's
Hold
my
on.
mini.
Hold on.
Okay.
Really, internet? We're doing.
Alright, you're good. You're good.
Out.
Okay.
I had the
So-
refresh.
Yeah, there we go. So here is my little. I don't really have much to say when it comes to Wallace, but here's just my little opinion of it. Wallace is okay. Him as a gym leader, cool. Him as a champion, whatever. I mean, I didn't really like Wallace as much. Stephen was better, and that's just my honest opinion. Yeah, Wallace had his little minimum amount of screening, same as Lance, but Lance did more, in my opinion, than Wallace did. I would put Wallace in high C because at least I know his team was actually a solid team, regardless if he was champion or not. The sad thing is, I think there was only like maybe 2 changes with his gym team and his champion team, and that's the funny. Actually, no, there was 3 changes.
Probably.
Ruby and Sapphire, he had Love Death, Celio, Sea King, Wish Cash, and Milotic. Emerald, he had Well Lord, Tentacruel, Ludicolo, Wish Cash, Gyarados, and Milotic. So you see a big shift in his team there. A
Gyarados
big shift.
Gyarados alone was a
Gyarados
fucking
and
big-
Milotic alone, God said. Why did he have a fucking Love Disc in his Ruby and Sapphire team? I don't know.
They really wanted
But
that
I'm,
mod. Heart skip. Alright, let's not spend any more time on Wallace.
But anyway, aside from my response, he gets mid to high C for me, and that's just my opinion.
Alright,
Alright.
let's move on to the boy. Let's move on to in Mario Fitness. Steven Stone, I'm gonna be perfectly honest with you. I'm gonna just go ahead and get it on out of here. Steven Stone is interesting. He basically is very similar to Lance because he also does help you many occasions. Because he helps you in the Space Institute Dmaxis. One of those, and he's also one of the current champions. Problem is that at least in Emerald, steps down. Decides to just fuck off. He just fucking leaves.
Because he wants to continue his journey on Pokemon breeding, or not breeding, like archaeology.
Researching archaeology, yeah.
Pokemon research, which
He
is
just so
fine.
he literally just straight up ups and fucking dips out of the league just because he. And I like that energy. But when you do finally get a chance to battle against this guy, well, his team is actually pretty easy to take down. When you realize, at least for like the original games, challenge that dude is at level fucking 70. That dude felt like a challenge. That dude felt like a red challenge. Nah. But honestly, he don't got that much going for him as a leader. As a champion. He's strong. Obviously, he got there because he's good, but he doesn't do too much, and he doesn't really interact with the player as much as Lance did. Me personally,
he really doesn't.
I would definitely say he's like a B tier. He's not a weakling. He's strong. He specializes in steel types, but because of his profession. But
Yeah.
Me personally, I feel that Steven Stone is going to be a B tier behind Lance because due to the fact that you do get to see him not as often as Lance, and he doesn't help you as much as Lance did, but he still had a very powerful team, and then he also had a Pokemon that no one even knew existed in the game until you fought Steven. And it was that Metagross. And once you saw that Metagross, then that's when you realized, like, oh shit, what is this thing?
he's the only one in Gen 3 that can even get to them. Get it after you beat the game.
You can only get Metagross after beating
He goes on his journey and says, "Hey, yo, I want to leave you this damn Beldum. Take care of it for me." And like, all right, bet.
That's another reason why I like him, because he goes, "I have the pseudo legend. You like it? Here's your own." It's like
Gen 3 being the one game that I can think about immediately that had
steel types.
Yeah, Gen 3 being the one game I can think about that had. I don't.
It's the only.
Definitely didn't. It's not the only one. At this point now, it's not the only one.
Oh, Salaman's right. Yeah.
Hoenn was the only one with 2.
Pretty sure it's not just that.
No, it's only Hoenn. Because Kanto had Dragonite.
Technically, in a sense, Arcanine was technically what a lot considered, but we're not counting it in a weird sense. But yeah,
no, because
Dragonite's the main pseudo.
It's Dragonite, T-Tar, and then the 2 from Hoenn, which was Metagross, Salamence,
and Metagross.
And then Diamond and Pearl was Garchomp. After Diamond and Pearl, it was
Unova had Hydreigon and Haxorus.
No, Haxorus is not.
Oh, it's not.
The only pseudo legendary was
Hydreigon.
And then it was after that it was Black and White. No, that's yeah, see? I was right. They're the only one with 2. Was the only one with 2.
Any other opinions on Steve placement and right behind Lance?
I'm fine.
Nope, that's Gucci on my part.
I'm Mario fan. You still there? What's your opinion on Steve placement?
The Excalibur's still a really cool fucking zero.
Yeah, it's.
I don't know if Mario fans are here anymore.
Ivy. Wow.
Oh yeah, he is here.
IB.
I can't put him above Lance. I don't see it. Again, but that's my personal opinion.
Well, that still translates to him being in B, so I have no problem putting him behind Lance. I like him, but I wouldn't say he's better than some of these contenders we have. All right, let's get the fucking horse out the way right now. We gotta do it. All right.
Horse out the way.
It's time to ask the question. Are we about to commit a crime? That's the question I gotta ask. Because we rating Cynthia now. Are we about to commit a crime? Y'all already know.
Y'all about to fucking hate me for this? I could
Are we about to commit a crime? All right, we gotta try to be as unbiased as possible. We have not really followed that rule. Just put her in high A and move on. All right, yeah, we're about to commit a crime. All right, that's definitely about to happen. I'm so glad
I have to agree. Put her in high A. Let's move on because I don't want to talk about this because people are gonna fucking hate me so much.
Yeah. All right. Let me just say my little piece on Cynthia, and then I'm done. I don't really care any further. Cynthia.
I'm about to be hated.
As much as loved and admired as everybody else, I don't care. Cynthia, to me, is just another fucking trainer. However, yeah, she helped you. You know, I'm gonna say the original Diamond and Pearl. I didn't play the game, but I watched the anime. She was there the whole entire fucking thing. Whatever. But if her similarities is from how brilliant Diamond and Pearl is, in a sense, she was there in the main plots. She didn't like help us with like none of the goofy shit. That was Looker. Looker gave me MVP vibes for all of that shit, yo. But anyway, Cynthia's just good. Her team is cracked. Whatever. If you know how to beat the team, yes. If you don't know how to beat the team, yeah, she's going to be hard as all balls. But if you know how to counter her team, yeah, you can actually watch her team in Army. But
her team was actually
other than that,
and it was trained. That's the most fucked up part. It was trained.
She was. Don't get me wrong. Out of all the champions, even from Lance's perspective, because I was novice at the time, Cynthia actually was the hardest champion for me, because I actually died to her like 3 or 4 times before I actually knew what I could do.
I think a lot of us did.
And I can honestly, and I can happily respect that I did get swept by her. I won't say swept. It was literally the fucking it was a fucking Milotic and a fucking guard chop that fucking hit me kind of rough on a weirdness. But other than that, fair. But other than that, everything else, Cynthia was just great. She was a great champion. Her team was trained. Her team was powerful. Her team was all around. But anything past that is just mantic. She didn't do much. Yeah, she actually does a lot. She did discuss.
The problem with that popped off hard from that, and she did, and they tried their best to stick her every. It wasn't until basically 8 that they stopped, and they were still capitalizing on Sid. That is how well loved that character is. So for me personally, I love Cynthia. I'm gonna be real. I think she's hella overrated, but that doesn't stop me from liking the character. I thought she looked cool. I think her design is amazing. I like that she had a guard jump. She's the reason I love guard jump. The reason I like Milo. Well, no, she's not the reason I like Milo. It's like, well, but she had a mild thing. I like the mild Pokemon she got in her team. Lucario, Garchomp, Milotic, like Spiritomb, fuck Spirit. But I like Cynthia. But I will admit, after a while, I did feel like, man, I feel like you're trying to shove this character right down my fucking throat.
You know, it's so bad, even with the current anime. Yeah, she kind of almost washed Ash in the anime.
She did watch Ash in the anime at one point. They did have a small battle, and she beat his ass.
And here's the fucked up part. This bitch had the right, and I'm sorry to call her a bitch, but this bitch literally said, I'm thinking about quitting Pokemon after this match with Ash. It took this motherfucker to fight Ash to realize she was gonna make the biggest mistake of her fucking life. I'm sorry, but if you second guess yourself about being a trainer, that says a lot out of me. I'm sorry. Other than that, she's a good character. Her team is solid. She's a fucking high A tier for me. I'm done with this conversation of this bitch. Moving on. Whee!
All right, Matt. It's time for you to fuck this rating up pretty hard.
Oh, I'm about really fucking hating.
Go ahead. We resigned ourselves to our fate.
So, Cynthia. Oh, good old Cynthia. Ooh, I got a lot to say about her. Where you going, baby?
Oh, Mario fans, like, I'm ready for this.
So, Cynthia. Believe it or not, back when I was a kid, out of all of the champions I've ever fought, she was by far the hardest. I'm not going to sugarcoat it. Every champion I've ever fought, I've never lost more than twice. Cynthia broke that record on 5 losses, and it wasn't because of her team alone. It was because every time I fought her guard jump, I would get fucking critted at the last second, which always pissed me off. I would get her so down to the fucking point, I'm like, yes, I finally got this bitch! And then guard jump, boom! After our full restored crit, dead. I was like, what the fuck? I am level 72 and you still one-shot me.
Oh, you get to level 72, bro.
Bro, I grind. But, like I said, that shit pissed me off. So, with that being said, I can respect the fact that she's a very powerful trainer because that's the way that they made her. My biggest grievance when it comes to Cynthia is how over fucking rated people made her out to be. Everywhere I went, oh, I fucking love Cynthia. Cynthia's the best. Cynthia this, Cynthia that, Cynthia this, Cynthia that. It fucking drove me up a wall. I got so sick and tired of hearing about it that majority of the time when I heard her name even be brought up, I would legitimately get up from the table and walk away.
I don't know why it was such a big deal. They went too hard.
I know they did.
Think about
That's
it.
another reason why I didn't really like her.
Think about
I can't argue.
She was. All that she was. Never got.
True.
And she was very good.
Like I said, I loved her arena. I love her theme. She's got one of the best fucking themes in the game. I'm not even sugarcoating.
Agreed.
She's part of the reason why I absolutely love Garch. I love Garch. He's one of my favorite pseudo legends. He's not the highest in my tier list, but he's still a really good Pokemon. I gotta see what Mario Fan said here. Oh, that's not Mario Fan. Yes, I agree with you, Midnight. I definitely agree with you. But, like I was saying, I can agree that she is a high A, but this is where people are going to be very pissed off at me. I don't see her higher than Kukui. I don't. I love Kukui too much to make Cynthia be higher than Kukui. Because even though she did a lot for us, story-wise and character development-wise, I think Kukui's better. That's my personal opinion.
I love Kukui. I prefer Kukui.
If you're talking about just straight-up champion-wise, it goes
even if it's just straight up champion-wise, I think as a character, it's a little bit better. I prefer Kukui. I will admit it. But I think Cynthia is a better character. The thing is that one day I have to ask myself, how much do I actually like? Let me just ignore the outcry of everybody else that likes Cynthia that overrates the character severely. How much do I like? I sit down and tell myself, yeah, no, I like Cynthia a lot. I love Cynthia. I will admit it. But I just didn't want. I'm one of those guys where I don't like to fall into this other people follow the same suit, you know? Like I like Cynthia, and I like what she brought to the table, and I like because like I said, like Cynthia is the first female champion we ever got in the games. Very good, an amazing character, and he had an amazing team. And she made me like a lot of mons that she had, like a Garchomp, my Protag, like the mon that I like the idea of spiritual, but I hate fighting this. I like Gastrodon, already like Lucario. She just had a lot of mons that I heard. Oh, for me,
she had a very, very competitive team, without a doubt.
Yeah.
She had a really good team, like I said. I don't like her as much as I do Kukui. So it's like I said, it's either she's in front of Kukui or she's going to be right behind Kukui.
I mean, if she's in front of Kukui, I'm gonna be honest with you, y'all. Some people will love you for fans. You guys not like her. I would personally have to put her. I don't care. Like at the lowest of S tier, I could not put her. I would have to put Kukui in S tier. That would be. I think I just like Kukui that much, but I wouldn't put him before Because I will admit, there's a little bit nostalgia. There's a little bit nostalgia for me. But over the course of things, I like Cynthia. I do. But
I say low S tier just because of her team.
Good team.
Her team alone.
Good character design. She's actually a pretty good character on her own. No, like I have to just I'm a guy who was like I gotta ignore it. The blessed one, you know. I get to say it. I got to say it.
Yeah, you're right.
She's a blessed character. I gotta say
agree.
it.
I could agree with low S tier due to mainly her team. I'm not gonna sugarcoat it. I really do like her team, but overall, I feel Cuckoo is a little bit better, but just because of her team alone, it's just way too fucking stacked for me.
What about you, Sal? Any?
As far as the same bitch we're talking about, nope. I am fine with it. I just want to move on from this whole.
Right.
Time to bite the bullet. Alder. Is it No, I think his name is Alder. That's how they pronounce it. It's Alder. But me personally, I absolutely fucking love Alder. I love the fact that throughout the time that you see him, he gives you wisdom. He acts like an actual experienced trainer for his age. Like, he literally shows it. And on top of all of that, he has one of the best fucking bug-type Pokemon in the entire game.
That's a lie. I already know.
That art is a little bit biased, but that's besides the point. I absolutely love Volcarona. But on top of that, his team is actually really fucking good. Like, it's actually pretty fucking scary good. Of course, you don't fight him until post-game, but that's besides the point. The point being is that Alder himself is a really great designed character overall. And on top of that, I love the fact that he gives off the wisdom feeling. You know what I mean?
I share with one. I would say maybe not like right above Sin, right next to her.
I would put him right below Cynthia just because of the fact that overall he's just a fantastic character. He shows the wisdom, he shows the power that he has behind him. Fun fact, he's also technically considered a bug-type elite champion. Another fun fact about him that a lot of people don't know, majority of his Pokemon is bug-type Pokemon.
I use what do you?
That fucking Volcarona, yo.
Hey, dog, that's bug.
I mean, the same way as what Dmaxis and Mario Fan both said, he had a very excellent story base as a character. Him not like just him being a character, you see him at the start of your journey. He literally showed you a few tips, he showed you the ropes, gave you some amazing words of encouragement, words of wisdom. That he literally showed you what a true Pokemon trainer / champion actually was. Is still to this day for a lot of people, and I can choose to happily easily respect him as a champion and as a trainer. You know, it kind of upset me when they did replace him. I can happily just say yes, he deserves S tier in my book, but he's not in front of Cynthia as the S tier, unfortunately, because of a few little quirks. But they're not bad quirks. They're just unfortunately, he just wasn't loved by like a lot of people. Everyone preferred Iris over Alder, and I say no, y'all deserve to go all the ditch. Go all the ditch. I'm so sorry.
I'm not sorry. I'm the beaver. Nah, I'm gonna be blunt with anybody in here. I don't give a rat's ass who you are. If you like Iris, you can kick fucking rocks.
Yeah,
She
sure.
In the garbage can with your waifu.
Sure. Iris was fine in the anime. Other than that,
She's
no,
bad there too.
no.
Fuck her.
That was my sarcasm voice.
All right, y'all.
Anyway, but yeah, that's all I have to say about that character. Moving on.
That's the second big elephant in the room. Let's get over with the biggest elephant of all the elephants.
No, we can't. No, we're past the elephants. We're past the elephants. Those are done.
These are
Alright,
these are the G's, yo.
No, not really. We got an outlier here.
No, we got we need to start with him. Start with my man's let's start with this man real quick.
I didn't even know this was considered a champion. I'm gonna be fucking honest.
No, he was a champion.
And Lily stated, and not only the anime, but when we first battled him, he actually did state he was the previous champion before.
He's the one that beat Mustard to gain the championship role.
Mm-hmm.
And technically, Leon didn't beat him. He stepped down because of his brother.
I remember that. You know the fucked up part? Mustard awesome. So I'm not gonna use that against Peony. I didn't know he was a champion. I'm gonna be honest, but that is pretty impressive. But I enjoy this character. I didn't know he was a champion. I enjoy him.
I really do.
This is a mid B.
Not mid B. I put him behind Blue.
Behind Blue?
Yes, because he's that good. I absolutely love him. Not only do I have a personal connection with him, because I'm a father myself. He's a father. On top of that, he also shows you the ropes in the new area. He even straight up tells you, yeah, I was the previous champion back then.
This Negro got possessed by a fucking legendary. What the fuck?
Yeah, he also gets possessed by a legendary. I put him behind Blue, man. This guy was just great all around.
We gotta feel bad for this man in some form.
I'm willing to go for an IB at least. I don't know if I put him in.
So honestly, in my opinion, he's behind Lamona in a sense.
Alright, I'll give you that.
If I give him the low A, he's behind Blue. But if I gave him like a high B,
Lamona did A. What do you mean she's low A?
No, I'm just saying. If I'm putting him in that low A rate, he's behind Lamona. If I was putting him in B, he's high B. That's all.
Alright, so we'll put him.
I'm gonna put him in high A because yes, he actually was good. His moms were cool, and low A.
Oh my god! All right, okay, I will submit. I do enjoy this.
Right there.
I will submit. I did enjoy him, but I didn't think like as good as that. But I don't remember that much of him.
That character was absolutely funny. I loved him.
Now we have
Yep.
All three of these are good.
All right. You want to know who? You already know. You want to know who I want to get over with first? We go get with Leon first. Leon gets over with now.
I've got no objection. All right.
Leon. Good boy, Leon.
Okay.
I would have to put him. I would put him in me personally.
I have to say between Cynthia and Alderman, personally.
I would have to agree. He was a great character, just like Alder. Actually, I would put him behind Alder because he gave me a lot of Alder vibes. He helped you through the ropes, but we gotta
acknowledge he's a fucking idiot.
He is okay. He is an idiot. Funny thing is, he's an idiot in the anime too. But he has a fascinating backstory if you actually took the time to look.
Yes,
he did.
Oh yeah, I know.
He did. But the only reason why I put him behind Alder is because he never experienced the loss that Alder did, which comes with that wisdom. You all got to remember, when you meet Alder, he tells you he lost a Pokemon, and that Pokemon was a Volcarona. That's the Volcarona that you fight wasn't his original. That's his second one. His original one died because of his incompetence of realizing the dangers that came with training Pokemon.
Right.
And that's why I can't see him higher than Alder. But I still admit Leon as a fantastic Pokemon trainer. He was fucking phenomenal. He deserves it.
He wasn't not gonna get S-Ray, but it's like, where did we put him? Do we put him before
Truth be
Cynthia,
told,
between
I'm
Cynthia
sorry,
and Elder?
I think all of these people who's left is going to be an S
Oh,
tier.
absolutely. All right, let's.
The only problem
Wait,
is
I don't want to do mustard next. We gotta do red.
Oh, Red's gonna be so hard. He's such
All
a
right.
fan. Put me,
All right.
Red.
Okay, no.
Yeah,
Okay, we're gonna still talk
let me
about
go
it, but
first
Red's
real
better
quick.
than everybody else here. Let's
So
get
let me
over
go
with.
first on this real quick. Let me
Like,
go
I'm
start first with Red real
he's
quick.
he's above Cynthia. I'm putting him there now. We're gonna still talk about
Yeah.
it. Don't worry, but
So-
ain't nobody gonna disagree with me on that.
So my motherfucking man, Red,
This is
went
okay.
through some pain. This man went through some things. He went through some hardships and he went through some hell. And he did the damn thing like a true trainer did. He accepted his losses and he trained for it and he worked hard and he deserved the spot where he went. I can actually say he is indeed one of the strongest champions there ever was out of all of them here today. That feeling of just not only becoming champion for him, but facing him on top of Mount Moon, or was it Mount Moon or Mount
Silver.
Silver? Thank
Oh
you.
my god, dude. The
Facing
first
his
time
ass, my mind
Dude, like,
really
okay.
went into absolute crap.
Yeah, like I gotta agree. Like, I was one that played Silver Crystal when I played, and this is before, this is after, because I had played the games in order, right? I played Yellow, right? So you're playing as this character to turn him into. Now you go, like, skip some years forward. Pokemon Silver, Gold, and eventually Crystal. Get to the mix. Beat Lance. Lance is champion for the game, or yeah, now. So now you go back to Kanto. The Kanto people, the Kanto challenge isn't that bad, right? It's pretty compared to what it was back in the day. Then you get to Mount Silver, unsuspecting person. You don't even know what's going on. You just go in there, like high level 50 Pokemon, right? You just go in there, you just scrolling around, traversing Mount Silver. You get to the top, and you see a figure there. You're like, and you just stop there. You just go like, what?
And then when you go and you click on him, you don't even realize how powerful he was. Because back in that day, most people, I can guarantee you, only had level 60 mons. And when you go and fight Red for the very first time,
I fought his ass with level 60, high 60s and up, and to like low 70s.
oh, you are beautiful.
And oh my god.
Ladies and I fought this trainer. Basically, anti-flows at level 75 when I first ran into him. All my other monsters like level 40, 50.
Actually, D, I can proudly say this, I have you beat on that department. The very first time I fought Red, I only Iron Man, didn't realize this was a challenge at the time. Technically, this is like a challenge late recently, but I originally did this. I beat Pokemon Gold with just Typhlosion. By the time I got to Red, I had no Pokemon in my team other than Typhlosion at level 98, and Red was still able to beat my ass.
Yeah, no, like challenging
Red
Red
was the only reason why I had to grab 4 other Pokemon to beat him.
If you didn't have the proper
I
items,
was one of those kids when
you
I
were
ran into Red. I thought Red was Ash. I didn't know that was a different character at the time.
You did too?
hey, everybody I think did. Everybody,
And-
I believe, they have thought that was Ash when he has a fucking Ash team. So of course,
He has Ash's exact team. Snorlax, Pikachu, a fully evolved version of all these. He had Ash's team. No doubt. He had Espeon. Ash didn't have Espeon.
No, that was.
He had Lapras.
He had Lapras.
He had Lapras.
I
Crystal, he had.
His original team was Ash's team. Call it fucking that level.
They weren't next level.
Well, you know what I
remember having an Espeon. I ain't gonna lie to you.
And
Espeon was Crystal.
I had Crystal.
Yeah, that was Espeon.
Coolest thing I thought about that, you know, when you fight Lance, you got that really badass champion theme. It didn't really stick well with Lance. When you fought Red, you heard your heart just started pounding like, holy shit, what did I
get my
when I saw him? I was like, who is that?
Oh, Gold, Silver, and Crystal he had Espeon.
Yeah, I was like, I know I'm not crazy. I know he had a fucking Espeon.
Ruby, our Gold, Silver, he had Lapras instead of Espeon.
I was like, I know I'm not crazy. I know he had Espeon.
When I fought Red, dude, I was in the back of my family's car. I would say the game came out what? 2001?
No, it was earlier than that.
No, Japan was earlier.
Gold and Silver.
Yeah,
Gold and Silver came out in let me see. I'm looking at it right now. November 21st in Japan and October 15th in North America in 2000.
2000. Alright, so back in the day, I had the Game Boy. I had little light attachment to it. When I was fighting Red, I was driving, my family was driving home from up north, and as I'm going down, I'm over here playing this game at like 3 in the damn morning. Woo!
South Park got this game in 2002. What the fuck?
Yeah,
that's fucked up.
All I know is that when I first went into Red, and I still say to this day, even though Cynthia was very powerful, I want anybody to go back to an Iron Man challenge and play the original Silver and Gold, and then you have the right to tell us Cynthia is harder. Until then, Red was the hardest trainer you'll ever face in Silver and Gold. But then your Pokemon.
The only thing we had was that one experience share we got, and that was it.
That's not even what
I appreciate it.
Look, he had at least 1 or maybe 2 months to deal with Red. But you can make a team. Yeah, you a lot of places to grind in post game.
It was so fucking hard to fight.
Just keep rematching the fucking champ, the Elite Four. That was the only way of grinding, yo.
It was, and plus on top of that, you were only restricted to like, what was the number? Like 200 and something mons? I can't remember the amount. All I know is that until you can constantly come and tell me personally that you beat Red with 1 fucking Pokemon. By the way, the rest of my Pokemon were Cannon Fodder. I did not use them in the battle. I just set them up to revive Typhlosion and go back in. That was it.
Well,
so please tell me that.
I mean, yeah, that was kind of how it was with me. Once Typhlosion, because Eruption was really broken at the time.
Yeah,
that was
my
pretty much it.
Typhlosion had Thunder Punch. It was able to Thunder Punch one-shot the Pikachu. The Pikachu was his highest low mon at 80. 82.
You can Iron Man challenge Red, then come talk to us. Unless you want to talk about that guy who did it with fucking magic. I don't know how he did it. All I know is that hats off to you. I love you for doing it. I've seen that video. That's something I have yet to do. I still want to go and fucking beat Red with a fucking magic art myself. But I don't see me doing it. But all I know is that Red, without a doubt, one of the best fucking champions you'll ever fight.
And now, finally, for the coup de grace.
One of my personal favorite champions, trainers, Old Mustard. I'm gonna be perfectly honest with you. I don't think anyone here is gonna disagree. But I will not say he is better than Rick. Absolutely. But I will say he is better than Cinnamon. Personally.
Oh yeah, without a doubt. I fucking love Mustard. Mustard had a really fucking great team.
His team was good, and he had a really good background story.
By the way, y'all, Mustard also had a mythical Pokemon too.
By the way, y'all, he was Elder, but way better. I'm sorry. I have to say it. But that was the point. He is a martial arts master. His whole purpose was to train other trainers. He trained Leon.
Absolutely. Mustard's story was fantastic, and on top of that, when you play through the game, and then the fairy lady goes, there's a trainer that I personally know that is retired that you should go and fight. And it's like, who the fuck are you talking about? And then you meet Mustard. And that's in the DLC, and you're just like, I love this old dude.
Let's also
and when you go to fight him,
let's also remember, Mustard has a fine-ass wife that's probably 40 years younger than him.
Are you talking about Honey and Mustard fusion?
Yeah, no, like, can we acknowledge that Mustard's wife is
gimmick that they were doing there?
Mustard's wife is hot and possibly much younger than he is.
By the way, Mustard, another reason why I also love Mustard, he's also a father, fun fact. That little boy that's in the room, that's Mustard's son.
Yeah, he has a kid.
Yep.
But like I said, without a doubt, Mustard is probably... He's second to Red. Without a doubt. There's no one better when it comes to wisdom. He trains people on a daily basis, even in his old age. And on top of that, he's still, when you go to fight him alone, he still looks like in his peak condition. Which means he doesn't sit around. He actually goes and does shit.
Mustard is one of the few characters. If you're listening to this music, by the way, this is one of his themes. He has another theme in the final battle versus him when he pulls out the other Urshifu that you did not take the path for. So Mustard has an amazing theme song. He has two amazing theme songs. He's an amazing character in general, and they did so well portraying that in the Isle of Armor DLC. Because you fight him the first time, it's like you get the energy that he's kind of emanating from stuff, right? But when you battle him the final time, when you get Gigantamax, when that man Gigantamaxes his fucking Urshifu, I feel that energy coming up. And I love the energy coming up. He had the same energy that Kogu had.
This man held the Galar Champion League for 18 years.
Yeah. He's probably the longest standing champion we've had in...
I also want to point this out as well. Just like Alder, he's the only other champion in this entire list that has lost a Pokemon, and it's been confirmed to be killed.
Yep, it was Urshifu. He had an Urshifu.
It was his first Urshifu. And a lot of people don't know that, but it's hinted in the story that his Urshifu died. Yep. Because, like Alder, he pushed it too far.
After refusing to the chairman. And then apparently the champion match he technically was rigged for Leon to win. And that's where Buster said, I'm retiring. He literally retired because he pretty much got to cheat out a championship title. All because his partner died and he didn't want to battle at that time because he was still grieving. Yeah. That's fucked up.
Yeah, no. Yep. Like when Mustard...
And he didn't lose it to Leon, he lost it to Penny.
Oh, Penny, thank you. Right.
Yeah. He lost it to Penny because he couldn't get over the fact because he said it himself. He was still grieving because he accidentally, like Alder, killed his own Pokemon from overuse. So when you talk about people of wisdom, there's no one more than Alder and Mustard. I would, man, if I was in the Pokemon world, I would love to be under a tutelage of one of those two.
I would absolutely. I would absolutely. The thing is, you could get both of them with no hands tied. So I would immediately go to Mustard. Not even just to the Urshifu. I love Mustard. I absolutely love Mustard.
I can't fault you for that. I can't fault you for that.
Mustard is.
I mean, if I had a choice, I would personally choose Alder. They're both wise. They both knows what it means to be a true champion. And it's what makes me so upset when they did the anime that we didn't get to see Mustard, nor did we get to see Alder.
Mustard
they
had
would
a
not
scene
have done.
and the
I'm glad they didn't put Mustard.
Mustard did have he didn't not in the main series, but he was like those little tidbits of the Twilight series that they did.
Oh, dude, I love that.
He was
series.
in that. He was in that.
I'm sorry, but
in that.
I'm sorry, but I don't trust the writers for Pokemon. Yeah, right. Absolutely.
If a Mustard could be one of the few previous fighting type trainers, gym leaders at that time too, that says a lot. He had
Mustard is the reason I even made fighting type. I became fighting type. I made that guy from.
Oh, I loved fighting that fighting type team. It put my fire type team to the absolute freak of what I tried to build, and I loved it.
Yeah, no,
I've never played it, but watching. I did.
Yeah,
I probably did.
Got me with goddamn fucking Humpy, the goddamn heel.
Damn fucking Reef. I forgot about that. Yeah.
That fucking ability to priority.
Oh, I loved fighting that. He was, I got priority heal. Me, I got fire types.
That was funny.
I missed our Sword and Shield days. I really do. That was probably by far the funnest time I've ever had playing Pokemon. And that's when we built mono-type teams with whatever we had in Sword and Shield.
So it was like when Isle of Armor dropped, I made the fighting type team. Because Urshifu came.
You made the fighting type team. I made the fire type team because originally we were going to do like a little gym challenge between friends. We just said, screw that, let's just make mono type teams and see what we can do. And we made mono type teams.
And then I remember Jay when I battled against because I had like my Mianshu, and Shao, and it had Regenerator. I had Fake Out, Regenerator, and U-Turn on it, and I
remember him saying that. We were all in a party. This is just annoying. I was like, what's so annoying? That's when I realized you made a fighting type team. He goes, this. I was like, okay, cool, I'll fight it. That was by far probably one of the closest matches that you and I have ever had. I absolutely loved your fighting team.
Is it bad? I kind of just want to play Sword and Shield just because of that. Just to go back and play more.
I mean,
build more goofy teams and just play for shits and giggles.
Probably.
I mean,
I know, but I just miss it.
I don't want to use Scarlet and Violet because
the only reason why I have to figure, like, if I, for example, hypothetically, go back and redo another type team that I did, and I originally did, I think, Fairy at the time. A lot of the mods that I did got nerfed in the series, so I have to think about other mods I will have to use.
I also love Sword and Shield as well because one of the best things about Sword and Shield is I can proudly say this. Everyone knows my favorite Pokemon. It's Magikarp and Gyarados. I can proudly say that Gyarados actually got banned in competitive for 3 freaking seasons in Sword and Shield.
Also, we have dropped. I don't know what's happening. Probably be closing up. Guys can still hear us. That's pretty much it. Our list.
Yeah, your frame slowly died.
I can't even get the ad to go through.
You are. Oh wait, there it is. You're back. It's back. You're still dying. You're still dying, but you are back. But you're. Oh, never mind. There you go. There it is.
My upload has completed. Good thing we got through.
I'm sorry.
Good thing we got through most of this.
We got to the tier list at least, so that's important.
Wait to come back so we can talk. What's this stuff? See what happens with the pod? I don't know.
This is a lot of fun. Oh shit. Girl, that should bring me some light. Well, without tuning in, I hope you guys enjoyed it. It was a lot of fun.
I will probably try. Oh, I don't know where I might throw it up on the fucking chaos chat.
I think we should do some more tier lists. We did first original Genshin starters.
We should do rivals. We could do starters. We could do rivals.
Well,
gym leaders.
Oh, I think we do a little more.
That too.
Well, in all in due time, hopefully we can get more of the members, get more opinions in. But all in all, really for the champions were relatively straightforward. We all agree with everything. So, anyway.
Let's count Phoebe as a fucking goddamn rival. Fuck that kid.
Yes,
hey,
Phoebe is a rival.
Fuck this.
Are we still alive?
Oh yeah, we're still alive.
It buffered back eventually.
My upload has finally returned to normal.
Yeah, it's back. Whatever. All right, do your outro so you can
ladies
take care of this.
Mario Best done. Final results. Both of you. Yeah, we'll try to collaborate so we have some more. Do they not redo this one? I'm serious. Way too much. Let's pick up. And
this was like the last minute decision because we got bored. The conversation just led to it.
Yeah, it did.
It did.
Hard. Let's just rate the fucking. Yeah, we'll see. Maybe not on Monday. I don't know if we'll be. Everybody that could be. Max is gonna be a vote. I don't know about so. But the one person we probably have to. One person we're gonna have to.
I can be available sooner as long as we schedule it ahead of time.
Person we gotta get. We definitely have to.
It'd be nice to get his opinions on things, and I feel like the only time he's not available, the only times I know this man is available is Saturday mornings and like Wednesday during our session.
That's a problem for Hiroki. I ain't even. Hide and seek. not better, conflicting a more constructive way to build. I'm not gonna lie to you, at least 4 or 5 of these people that were listed was a little biased, not wholeheartedly. Mainly the trash tier list was completely biased. I'm gonna be fucking honest.
That was just straight up. We all agree on.
We already knew. I'm sorry. We discussed it during stream. That already said enough right there.
Discussed it before. Started the two. I was just like, I'm dropping them here. We're not talking about it. We already did it. Hard limit. Oh well, too bad. I don't care.
Go back and watch the previous upload, because I'm pretty sure that Roach is gonna upload this on his YouTube channel.
I don't know if I'm gonna. I don't have a reason. I could.
That's funny. Yeah, this was fun.
I do feel
Especially.
Grab these things.
Pause. Yeah.
Texting him now.
No, I'm just about to upload this shit in my damn fucking Discord. And I'm gonna tag you guys in it.
Oh, okay.
You can just save it and download it and then post it there. It's the same thing, but you missed this.
I do have it downloaded.
Alright, go ahead and do it.
Oh boy.
Oh wait, no, I have to do this one.
It happens every time. We're about to leave. Still alive.
but yeah, to all the people who did stay in after, we do appreciate you guys for sticking around for this random little shenanigan we did for like a good almost an hour and a half. We stopped around 10, so almost about an hour and a half. This rating our champions in the games of Pokemon. We will definitely be trying to do more because it was fun. We're gonna like Daroji did say, we hope to bring more people in to build more like of a heavy ground input of people to talk about it with. So hopefully that can potentially happen within the near future too.
Oh wait, that's I fucked up.
You did what?
That's not spot.
He posted the wrong spot.
Take that shit. Take that shit.
Yeah.
Okay, what can I even?
Put in general. They just tag him. I need to make a channel just for like shenanigans.
Like how I did for my favorite Pokemon.
And if we do like tier list shit like this in the future, I'll be like, here's a chat for admiring your favorite tier list mons or trainers or whatever. I don't know shit.
Alright. Well, that's gonna be interesting to say the least. But anyway, guys.
Alright, now we're gonna actually. I will make moves to try to get this up and. Green deck is not working. Fantastic. I don't know what happened. Green deck broke.
It probably froze like mics do all the time.
Mine is very rarely.
That actually agrees.
Fucking. Goddamn. Fuck. Okay.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're calling it off for the night. Yay!
Oh, it unfroze.
Some of us have to go diet, go to manual labor in the morning. Some of us have to prep for certain things tomorrow, as far as streams or normal life. I don't think none of us are streaming tomorrow.
No, I will not. I will not be streaming. Okay, Dairoji will be streaming tomorrow. I
may be. I would say I may be. I don't know.
Apparently, Woopercell will be as well. I won't personally be streaming tomorrow. I have a Pokemon. Well, my viewers already know I do a Pokemon D&D on Tuesday. I am not the one DMing.
For once.
So I get to enjoy playing as a player, and it is a Pokemon D&D. It's actually a lot of fun. I'm enjoying myself. You all met my DM during the Thursday stream. It is.
I'm
Magpar.
Jack agrees. Holy shit, that's hilarious.
Yeah, no, that actually blew my mind. But like I said, I will not be streaming Tuesday, but I will be back Wednesday. Hopefully with Night King. If not, Thursday. That's with Magpar. Wednesday is Blazing Emerald. If everything goes according to plan. If not, I'll have to figure out a backup. Didn't stream last Wednesday. So I'll figure something out.
Always have a backup.
But yes, ladies and gentlemen, we're gonna get out of here. Thank you guys for joining us. I'm not going to bed. I'm going to get some meat. Thank you guys for joining us tonight. Hopefully, catch you guys in the next one. Whatever we all decide to do on our next streams. Well, I know what I'm doing. I'm going back to run it back in KOF 94 because I did not complete that game last time, and I'm upset about it. That game is evil and a piece of shit.
Game is evil and a piece of shit.
If I'm here tomorrow, it will be Pikmin 4. If I'm not here tomorrow, then you will see the Phoenix Wright stream. Hopefully.
Alrighty, I think it's about to say good night, everyone.
Good night, ladies and gentlemen. See y'all again in the next stream.
Ciao, Sue, folks.